So today I wanted to make something quick and easy, but also filling and quite comforting. And it's a meal that I often had as a child. It is butter beans or baked beans with mince. You start off with braising your onions with your whole spices. I've got cinnamon, a few peppercorns, and some cloves, as well as cardamom and jeera seeds or cumin seeds. About a half a teaspoon of that. And then once your onions have gotten to a nice lightly golden brown, you're going to add in your ground spices. So I've got your chili powder, and you can add to your taste. I added 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of dhana powder, which is coriander powder, about a teaspoon of cumin powder, as well as some turmeric powder, about a half a teaspoon, and then I added in my ginger and garlic, which was 2 teaspoons of that. I'm making a kilogram of mince. You add in your water to let your spices braise off nicely, and once the water mixture has gotten a bit thicker, that's when you're going to add in your mince. So this is a kilogram of mince, and this is where you're going to start now mixing to make sure that it breaks up and mixes all the spices in well. This recipe is quite versatile. You don't have to add in butter beans or baked beans if you don't want to. You can add in instead peas. You can add in mixed vegetables. You can just have it with potatoes if you wish. I mixed this really well, and then I closed up my pot to make sure that it dries out a little bit. And as you can see, most of the water from the mince has evaporated. And this is when you're going to add in your tomatoes. So this is pureed tomatoes, which I just blended up in my blender. It's about 2 tomatoes, and I'm adding in salt to taste. So this is about a teaspoon of salt. And mix this really well. Close up your pot and let the tomatoes cook down until it starts forming a nice gravy. So remember, I haven't added any water as yet, except the water that I used for when I was braising my spices. The mince releases its own water, so that's quite nice. And just a bit of a warning, at some point my lighting goes really bad because we actually had a power outage. So sorry about that. This is cubed potatoes. I just took 2 potatoes and I boiled it in my microwave to make it go softer quicker. So this was boiled for about 6 minutes or so. And it was not fully done, but in this pot it will get fully cooked and absolutely soft. So you mix this really well and then leave this to cook a little bit longer. As you can see, this is where the texture that you want. And then I'm adding in my can of butter beans. As I mentioned, you can use baked beans if you want. You don't have to add this in. You can add in mince and just potatoes, or you could just have mince, potatoes, as well as mixed vegetables, those small cube mixed vegetables. So I just put a little bit of water in the can just to empty out the last bit of that butter beans, as well as its sauce that it comes in. Mix this really, really well again and let it cook until it's nicely done. Then just garnish with coriander and serve with bread or roti, or you could even have it with rice if you want. Hope you enjoy. Until next time, bye.